hair back and forth, with my hair back and forth, with my hair back and forth. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am serving you some curly voluminous locks. Yes, I'm loving it, and I'm giving you a bit of bang action right there, just a little bit of a swoop. And so yeah, I'm gonna show you how I achieve this. Sorry, I can't stop touching it, I can't just stop. But I'm gonna be showing you how I achieve these loose voluminous waves. You can achieve this with just the straighteners. Yes, so I'm gonna show you how I got this. The before was definitely nothing like this, but we have transformed, darling, and I'm loving it. So we'll get into the video. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button because I just really want to be able to give you more videos, and I just want you to come back. I want you to keep watching, okay? And we can get to know each other so much better. So yeah, if you want to know how I achieved this, make sure you keep on watching. I have this straightening iron that's from Rusk Engineering. Yeah, it's the Heat Freak straightener, and it's been so good. This is honestly the best straighteners that I've ever had in my entire life. It was like $150. I only use straighteners to curl my hair. I don't really like using curling ones. I've tried them, they're good, but I feel like I like bigger waves, so that's why I like using a straightening iron to curl my hair. So I'm gonna use the Ion styling like serum, and this is honestly the best serum that I've ever used. I've tried other ones like the John Frieda, and for a long time I was also using this one, the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine. This is pretty good too. I would say it's a good alternative to this one, but this one is just the best. And you can get this one at drugstores pretty easily, but this one I got at Sally's Beauty Supply, so it's not as accessible, but if you get your hands on it, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I'll also be using a hairspray. This is the Fusion 2-in-1 style. Pretty much any hairspray you have will do, but first what I'm gonna do is I like to section. I always start with the left side of my head. I have no idea why, but somehow, some way, anytime I'm doing any style, I always start off with that. And then I'm just gonna clip it back with just like one of these little things. And I always start at the bottom. And then I will just I'll just take a brush, just any sort of random brush. I've had this one for years. And then I always just start with like this quarter of a section. Just start with combing it out, brushing it out, and then I've almost run out of this stuff because actually I left it open and it flipped on its side while it was still full in my drawer, and basically all of it just gushed out. It was heartbreaking because the Sally's in my city is so far away from where I live, so it's literally like such a journey. Like I wouldn't go there for just one thing. I would only go if I want to get multiple things, so I wasn't really about to go back there. So now it's almost done, but I set my my straightening iron, yeah, that's what it's called, straightening iron, to 450 Fahrenheit. So I first just start off with like little pieces, also depending on how big I want the waves. But if I want smaller waves, then I'll do little pieces at a time. So I just always start off straightening it, just a couple swipes, and then I take the iron like this, and then I turn it. I hope you can see this. I turn it till it's kind of like locked, and then I just keep turning, and then as I'm turning, I'm pulling it away from my face as well. I don't know if that makes sense. And then it just forms this nice little bouncy curl, which is so cute. And I usually like the curls just like at the bottom, so from like halfway through the hair to the bottom. So Some people like to start from the top of their hair. I don't like that. I like it straight at the top and then a bit like wavy at the bottom. So this is perfect for that. So I straighten, and especially the top, I mostly concentrate the straightening on the top of the piece of hair, and then I'll take it, turn it like maybe 2 times, go down, and then turn again. Oops. And then keep going down, and it'll just, and then I'll also just curl the piece of hair, and it just looks like that. It's just a loose curl. And at the end, once everything is done, I just leave it all throughout my hair. I don't do anything to it until I finish everything, and then that's when I brush it out. If you really want the curl to hold, maybe your hair doesn't really hold curls that much, then you can just douse the hair with hairspray after each section, like each quarter of the hair, and I think that will help with holding curls more. Okay, so we have the first section done, and just have a bunch of little curls going on at the bottom. Definitely, if your hair doesn't hold curl very much, you should use hairspray. So I just do a couple sprays. Okay, so that's done. I'll leave that. So you want to make sure that the hair cools, because that will help the curl stay in longer. So I'm also gonna put this section in half, because this top section, I'm gonna be more precise with what I do with it. So I'll take that to the side and then just keep going. I think I'm gonna cut out this part because I pretty much do the same thing that I did on the bottom, so it's kind of irrelevant. And there we go. Beautiful. And that's that. I'm gonna go away, do this side of my hair, and then come back and show you what I do for the top section. Okay, so we are almost at the end. I just wanted to show you how I do this section. So when you're curling the right parts, you hold the straightener a bit different. So I would just now place the straightener under and then flip it away. Kind of similar, just the opposite of what we did on the left side. Let me show you again. So you just grab it, tuck it under, and then just start flipping. When I get to the top, because I have shorter layers at the top, I try to make sure that I'm focusing more at the bottom than towards the top, because I don't like the top too, bulky and curly. I prefer it pretty straight. So now we have this small section that I've left out in the front, because we're going to be more strategic with how we curl this part. So I'm gonna start from the back and cut out smaller sections, and then just hold it, and now I'm gonna curl it towards the back, like just kind of curling it back, because then this is going to give that like blowout look in the front. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see what I'm doing. And now I'm just gonna curl it backwards, and it doesn't have to be super perfect, because we don't necessarily want like wavy curls for the front part. We just want more of like a single wave, a single or maybe a couple of waves. But yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense, but you'll see what I mean. So I'm kind of like curling it to the back to just give it more volume, voluminous. So this will curl it back, and once we brush it to the side, it'll have a bit more volume. So last piece, you just turn it once and then just keep dragging it back. Now you can just put some hairspray in the front. I usually just do it like right there in the front, and I'll let that cool down a little bit. And then on the last piece, that's when I basically do the same method as I did for this piece in the front. I just like to do it for like about like a 2-inch section. I don't know why, but I just like that better. So we're curling it to the back. And I only turned the straightener like once or twice. And do the same. And then just place it backwards and get some spray, and I'll just do like 1 or 2 sprays and then just let that sit for a while. I'll probably just let it stay for about a minute or 2, and then I'll come back and brush it out and show you how the end result looks like. Okay, so I'm back. I've let that sit and cool for a bit, and I'm not sure if you noticed, but I didn't put hairspray at the ends for this front section because sometimes once I let it down and brush it out, it doesn't turn out exactly how I want it to be. So I have to go in again with my straightener to really form the pattern that I want, and then I'll put the hairspray. Because if you put hairspray, then it's just gonna want to stay in that pattern, and then also adding heat to the hairspray is just a mess, so you don't want that. So that's why I mostly just put it in the front section right here, and then now I'm gonna do the little demarcation. Oh, it could go out like this, like nobody can tell you anything. You could just rock this really. But no, I'm gonna get my hairbrush and then start brushing it out from the bottom. You can see it's starting to look nice and wavy. And then I'll brush this up. Yeah. So you can see putting that hairspray there, it's giving it this up and swoop thing. I love the up swoop. I love it so much. So this is how you can achieve that without having to go to, you know, a salon or whatever to achieve that swoop. So this part, it's a little too old Hollywood for me. This front part, the swoop is doing a little too much for my liking. So it's good that I didn't put that hairspray in it, because now I can go in and just correct that a little bit and just go over it to just make it less swoopy. If you want a bit more of a bump, you can always go in and add more hairspray. Just push it to the back and add more hairspray. You can also use your brush to kind of make the shape that you want. So sometimes I'll use the brush to curl the hair in the direction I want it to go, and most of the time it works. And now there's a bunch of strands of hair, so I'm just gonna put some hairspray and just use it to subdue those flyaways. And yeah, I think we're pretty much done here. Let me know what you guys think, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and if you like this style of videos, let me know. If you want to know like little like beauty hacks that I have and that I do, I will be very happy to share. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this, and as I said, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.